Assalamu alaikum. I hope that everybody is well. My topic is public sector accounting in Saudi Arabia. I will explain the main components of the public sector, why accountability is important, the financial laws that guide reporting, and how all of these work together under Vision 2030, which is the one of the most favorite and the hot topic nowadays in the Saudi Arabia. So let's move on. Uh, Public sector components. Now we will discuss these all one by one. In Saudi Arabia, public sector is made up of the four main parts. First, government ministries like finance, health, and education. Second, regulators such as central bank, ZCA, and anti-corruption authority, Nazaha. Third is the municipalities like Riyadh and Jeddah that manage the city activities. And the fourth, state-owned companies such as Aramco, which is one of the most famous oil producing country all over the world, if they which is exporting oil to the almost all the world. And the other countries are the Sabiq and the Saudi Airlines. Now we will discuss about the roles and responsibilities. Each of these has its own role. Okay, ministries plan the budgets and deliver services like healthcare and education. Regulators supervise banks, collect zakat and taxes, make sure that rules are followed, and municipalities look after the roads, housing, and the local services. And the state-owned companies run oil, chemicals, and the transport, bringing the economy for the country. So all of these components make their contribution in the moving economy upwards and in the growth of the Saudi Arabia. So all of these components are very important. So now let's move to the accountability in the Saudi Arabia. In the Saudi Arabia, accountability means that explaining and proving how the public money is used. In Saudi Arabia, ministers, mayors, SOE boards are responsible for this. They must report to the Ministry of Finance, General Court of Audit, and the Council of the Ministers. Overall, in Saudi Arabia, accountability system is very harsh as comparison to the other countries. Uh, Even some wrong thing is happened by the some experts, they are deported at the in very less time. And even for the own public people here, accountability is very strict. So this is also a secret behind the progress of the Saudi Arabia. Now we will discuss that why accountability is important. Accountability is important because it builds trust between government and the citizens. It increases the transparency, reduces the corruption, and makes sure that money is spent wisely. It also supports the 2030 projects like NEOM, new hospitals, schools, transport, new routes of the metro in the whole country, and the new transportation roads and the new mega projects that are part of the Vision 2030 and that are contributing in the economy of Saudi Arabia. Now we will discuss about the poor accountability risks. In the past, weak accountability sometimes caused the problems like delays in the municipality projects and misuse of the funds. That resulted in the wastage of money and the slower progress. Today, Saudi Arabia fights these risks with Nazaha, external audits by General Court of Audit, and digital tools like Etamad platform for tenders and the payments. And they're also introducing a lot of tools on the daily basis, and they are improving their accountability process day by day basis, which is uh, which is the secret behind the progress of Saudi Arabia, and their economy is uh, flourishing day by day. And Saudi Arabia is going to become the one of the most uh, powerful countries in the whole Middle East. Even now, Dubai and Saudi Arabia are in the are there is competition between Dubai and Saudi Arabia now, and hopefully Saudi Arabia will cross the Dubai in the few months because of the speed of the projects and because of the transparency here. Now we will discuss about some key statutory provisions in the Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has very strong laws. The budget law ensures the proper planning and approval by royal decree. Procurement law of 2019 makes standards fair and competitive. SOPA sets accounting standards in line with IFRS. ZETCA collects zakat and tax and customs, and General Code of Audit checks all the government accounts independently. Now we will discuss that how integrity is ensured. These rules keep the system honest. Budget rules stop the overspending. Procurement law prevents the unfair contracts. And SOPA here is one of the most active accounting bodies that I have ever seen. Even I actually belong to Pakistan. Their accounting body is not too much strong. Here, SOPA is very strong. Regulators are very strict, like CMA. Even they ban the licenses of firms if there is small mistake in the audited financial statements. So regulatory authorities here are playing a lot of important roles in the winning confidence of the international investors that here financial reporting is accurate and provides the best and accurate knowledge to the users of the financial statements. Audits by the General Court of Audit and the Independent Assurance and Etamad makes all the payments and the tenders transparent. Now we will move towards the relationship flow diagram. This is how system flows in the Saudi Arabia. Ministry of Finance gives budgets to the ministries and agencies. They spend on the services and the report results. General Code of Audit and Nazaha review the spending and their feedback improves the next year's budget. This creates a full accountability cycle. Now we will discuss one case example, Ministry of Health Hospital project. For example, if Ministry of Health builds a new hospital, the budget comes from the Ministry of the Finance, then project is tendered on the Etamad platform, then contractor builds the hospital, then the ministry reports cost and outcomes like number of beds, then General Court of Audit checks the accounts, and Nazaha steps in if corruption is suspected, and the very strict actions are taken against the corruption. Even 10 years jail, 20 years jail, and even the death penalty. It's common for a lot of corruption here. Rules are very strict here. Even in the past, if someone was kept in some theft, his hands his hands were properly cut. These were the very strict rules in the Saudi Arabia because of which law and order is very much maintained here in this country. Now we will discuss about the conclusions. In the conclusion, Saudi Arabia public sector is made up of the ministries, regulators, municipalities, state-owned companies. Accountability ensures trust, transparency, prevents the corruption. Laws and systems like budget law, procurement law, SOPA, ZETCA, General Code of Audit, and Etamad work together. Understanding their relationship is very important for the future accountants like us to support Vision 2030 and good governance. My all the references include the reports from the Ministry of Finance, SOPA, General Court of the Audit, Nazaha, and the ZATCA, which is regulatory authority for managing zakat, taxes, and the customs. Thank you very much for your keen interest.